Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kimberly, and if you're new here, I am a part-time reseller on platforms like Poshmark, eBay, Mercari. I send things into ThredUp and The RealReal. Today I'm doing a Goodwill haul. It's a small haul. I don't even remember how many pieces I got. I know my total was $66.02. Yeah, because they wanted me to round up, and I was like, It's one thing if it's 2 cents I'm rounding up, it's a whole nother thing if it's a whole dollar. Anyway, so I am filming this on April 25th. It is a Monday, and I'm in Florida at this time, and our Goodwill changes their color of the week on Sundays, and then Mondays they usually start putting out a lot of stuff. They don't put out as much over the weekends, at least in the store that I'm going to. They don't put out a lot until Monday. So anything that they got donated from Friday to Sunday usually is held, unless it's big, unless it's something like furniture. But with the clothes, they do tend to hold it. At least, like I said, at least in this location that I went to. And I like going on a Monday if I can. I don't get to go very often. Normally I go midweek. And I have to say, I thought it was a great experience in terms of what I found. I didn't find a ton, but I think what I found was amazing. And honestly, if I'd had more time, and if I had had cell service to check things, and also basically just, been able to go through more aisles, I think I could have found even more gems. That's the kind of experience. Like, I put things back just because I was like, you know what, this is a little too damaged. I found a gorgeous Sandro blazer, new with tags, but it had so much staining from being tried on, I guess, or maybe they left the tags on and wore it and whatever, but it had like a stain on the lapel of the blazer. It had some like on the interior, and the interior didn't bother me, but the one on the outside looked a little harder to get out. And honestly, with Sandro, as much as it's an expensive brand and you know it can pull good money, it didn't seem like it was worth that to pick it up for the just in case. However, I still found some great pieces, and I'm going to show you guys what I found, and I'd love to hear your thoughts. Have you ever found some of these brands? Because honestly, one of the brands in here, it's the first time I'm finding it, and it's been on my bucket list of brands. I don't know. Anyway, all right. I'm gonna start with one of the first pieces I found that I was actually so excited to find. It is Acris Punto, and I found these gorgeous slacks. They're dress slacks, but they have like I don't know if you can see it, but it's like a leather waistband. These are, great condition. They are cotton nylon with a polyurethane waist. It isn't actually leather, which that's fine. It's a size 16 US. So as soon as I saw that, I was like, need to get that. It still has its extra button on the tag too. I mean, these maybe were worn once, if that. The size alone, I was like, I'm not leaving these behind, because if nothing else, they're my size. So really excited for these. And as soon as I found these, I was like, this is gonna be a good day. Next. Okay, let me show you the next piece I found, just because shockingly enough, I kind of have an idea of the order in which I found things just because of where they were in the store. I paid up for these, but I think it was worth it. So this is an older tag Talbots. It's Talbot's Petite. I don't love picking a petite, but these were a size 14, so you had me there. And it is 90% silk, 10% wool. Like I said, I would not normally pay up for something like this, but $9, and it's, like I said, 90% silk, and it's this gorgeous pattern pair of dress slacks. They have like I don't know, I'm gonna have to look up the print, but I think it's like India, so it has this gorgeous like Indian print on it. I mean, the elephants and the trees, and like, I don't know, this was just too stunning to leave behind. The material alone was like, oh gosh, yes. I think it's a good style. The print, the material, it had everything going for it. And it's an older label Talbot, so it's like a vintage. I'm pretty sure this is probably 2000, which makes it vintage, unfortunately. And it's in pristine condition. So even knowing I paid up, I truly believe listing that I will do comps finally. But even at the worst, I would list this around 50 myself without looking up comps, because of the material, because of the style, because it is an older label that isn't going to be easy to find. But also that print, like, I'm so here for this print. Okay, I really am doing this like kind of in the order that I found things. And so that means I'm going to show you, like, this was the one, this is the piece, this was on my bucket list. I was not leaving this behind, and I'm so thrilled to have found this. It is a Cinca-Set blazer. It's this gorgeous pink boucle blazer with like the fringe detail at the cuff. The sleeves do like this ruching to be like a 3/4 length sleeve. It's a size 2, and this says it's the Cinca-Set Chloe. So yeah, they had this priced at $13.99. I was not leaving her behind. Just, I'm not, you know. Let's see, this is cotton, polyester, viscose. I don't think, yeah, I'll look and see if there's any other indicator, but this is such a gorgeous blazer for $13. I was like, yeah, she's coming home with me. I've been looking for this brand because I've heard great things. I've seen great comps over the years, and I'm just like, yep, I'm a look. So the next piece I found, I didn't pay up for this, so yeah. There was so much Chico's this time, so much Chico's. I think this is the only Chico's piece I picked up, and I'll explain why in a second. So it's Chico's, it's a size 0, and besides the fact that it's this gorgeous button down with like a floral, kind of an abstract floral print, I don't know if you can really tell. Here, let's do this. See how it's like a floral? It's 100% linen. And linen this time of year especially is a really good thing to pick up. So I was like, yeah, they wanted $5 for it. I've done well with Chico's linen in the past. Like I said, I do have to look up comps. Like, this store was kind of a dead zone. I was trying, I went up to the front where the windows were, and I could not get any internet to work. So this is just based on what I've learned over the years and my own experience with some of these brands. So there's that. Okay, the next thing I found, oh my gosh, I was so excited to find this just because I was talking about this in a recent What Sold video. My first. It's Clover Canyon. It's a size extra small, and it is this gorgeous blouse. It's like a sheer blouse, but look, it has swans on it. So I could not leave that behind. It helps that it was $5. I have done well with this brand. It has a following. It has people looking. There are pieces that can go for so much. So I was not going to leave that behind. I just sold, as I'm filming this, over the weekend, I sold a short sleeve sheer Clover Canyon. Small or extra small, I don't remember. But I think I sold it for like $25 or something like that. So yes, this was a great find. I'm so excited, especially since this is a print that I think is going to be easier to search, to maybe find an actual name for, which can help. Okay, from the shirts and the boutique section, which is where I found some of these pieces, I went to the blazers cardigan section, and I found a suit set, and I never find suit sets. It is, the only downside of this is petites again, but it's a suit set, and it is a size 0, but it's Lafayette 148, and it's this really nice skirt. It has shoulder pads, and it's a skirt suit skirt. Yeah. Anyway, so here is the skirt, and I think I'm just gonna send this into the Real. Because it's a set, I think it'll do better. It was on sale because this was the color of the week. This was the only piece that I bought that was the color of the week. But at 50% off, it brought the suit set down to $8. So next I went vintage, but I went linen vintage. So this is Adrian Vidadini. It is a size 10. It's 100% linen, and it was made in Hong Kong. That's how you will always know if something, you can guarantee that something is vintage when it says made in Hong Kong. They haven't been since 1998, I believe. But it is this gorgeous midi length floral linen skirt. It kind of has a pleating in the back to so it flares a little. They had, whoever donated all of these skirts. They had so many. There was probably 5 or 6 different floral patterns, all linen, all the same size. I only bought this one. The reason I only bought this one is this was the only one with a name that I truly recognized, Adrian Vidadini. It was the only one that had no flaws, no stains, and it's just such a good print. Some of the floral prints were a little bit but this was something that I could see, being sold now. I'm pretty sure I've seen this kind of print recently. So yes, I could not resist. And I think this one was only like $5. Skirts are a little less in my store. Oh, hold on one sec. Okay. The last piece. This was the last thing I picked up. So like I said, it's not a big haul, but it's a brand that I've heard about. It's also a brand that I've kind of had on my wish list to find, just to try it out. It's a brand that I've heard is a Lag and Look brand, and it is a CP Shades California. Here's the tag, and it is this, I'd say midi length dress. So here it is. Okay, very, yeah, it's got like this embroidered flower detail. I don't know if you can really see it. There it is. Let's see. It's a size large. It's 100% rayon, and it's just it's nice. I mean, that's what I have for it. It's nice. It's pretty basic, I would say, but it is still good for the season. It's kind of like an olivey green. I know green is like a color of the year, or this year. This was $6, and I figured, why not? I looked it over. I didn't really see anything that needed any repair, so that was awesome. And that's what I found. I had about 45 minutes in the Goodwill, and this was what I came out with. So let's see, 1, 2, I'm gonna count the suit set as 2 separate pieces, although I don't have to. I'm anyway, I'm gonna do it. That's how I'm gonna do it. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, making a mess, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I found 9 pieces for $66. That's under $6 a piece, I think. Ugh, I'm bad at math, but I mean, yeah, at that cost of goods, this was an amazing find, right? And so was that Acris Punto pants, and there were so many pieces I could have picked up. There were so many good brands, and it's just, yeah, it's one of those things where I don't pick up a lot of vintage, but they had a ton of vintage. I don't pick up a lot of jeans, but they had, I mean, rows of jeans, and I'm sure they had good jeans, because the one little rack that I found, that I actually did look through, that's where I found the Acros Punto pants and the silk slacks. So it wasn't just jeans in those rows. So I could have found so many other things, and I could have found so many other gems, but time constraints, and not just time constraints, but also just that idea of sometimes you need to know when to stop. Like, for me at least, I knew I needed to stop because I'm leaving to go back to Massachusetts. I'm 2 weeks out from leaving when I'm filming this, when I went and bought this, because I bought it today. And this is it. You know what I mean? Like, this is going to be one of the last trips. I can't keep going back and adding to the pile. At the same time, it's like, oh, I know, I really want to go back. I want to see what else I can find. Are there more Acros Punto? Are there more, you know, Cinque Sept? Is there more Lafayette 148? This particular store, Goodwill is a mixed bag for me. Sometimes I find things, sometimes I don't. But I would say that this particular store, especially where I am, has shocked me with the gems. Not always. And sometimes it's, I've called this particular store a fail multiple times. I've been like, oh no, And then the last 4 times I've been, I have found a gem, at least one gem to make it worth it. But yeah, so this is my haul. I'd love to know what you thought. I'd love to know what your favorite piece was. Would you have picked these pieces up? I'd love to hear your thoughts also on like the Chicos and Talbots, because I know those aren't brands that everybody is running out to pick up. Also, you need to be picky with it. You shouldn't just pick up anything Chicos. You shouldn't just pick up anything Talbots. But if the material is good, if it doesn't even need to be a newer style. It needs to be a piece that stands out beyond just its brand. That's how I feel about it. The print of both pieces, the material of both pieces, those are two big reasons. And then you add in the brand, which means it has people who love those brands. And I think that kind of sells it. It was like it's a 3 out of 5 stars, if you will. No, I personally would give it 5 out of 5, but that's just me. But it had at least 3 points to working for it. Plus, it's a good season for these things. Silk, but silk in spring and linen in spring and summer, like, I feel like those are the way to go. My favorite piece. Ooh, it's hard though. I want to say, if I hadn't found the Cinque Sept blazer, it would absolutely hands down be the Talbot's pants with that amazing print. But the Cinque Sept blazer for me is definitely the winner. I'd love to hear your thoughts. What would you have picked all these pieces up? What would you have left behind? What would you have left behind? What was your favorite? Do you have is there a brand that you've been on the lookout for? Yeah. I think that's it. I think that's all I have today. I don't know when this will go live, but yeah, that's all I got. If you stuck around to the end, both for my rambling and my showing of the goods, please give this a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, I'd love to have you. And I'll see you guys in the next one, whatever that may be, whenever that may be. Although, I've been very on time with Mondays and Fridays lately, so it'll be a Monday or Friday when you see this. Bye, guys.